everybody. My name is Kasey Stevens. I am the Communications Director for Omega Phi Alpha. We're so excited to have you here today for this episode of What's the Buzz. With me, I have Sarah Lewis. And Sarah, tell us a little bit about your role here.
Okay. My name is Sarah Lewis. I am an alumni of the Omega chapter. And my role as the leadership program coordinator is to oversee our wonderful leadership program. In OPA, we want to develop leaders. So the leadership development program is something that I've been working on. And I'm very excited to tell you more about it, but I'm not going to give too many spoilers just yet.
Awesome. So you were talking about the leadership development program. So what is it? We've heard a lot about it. I know I have, just having been in leadership roles nationally with Omega Phi Alpha for a while. But what is the leadership development program?
So friendship, leadership, and service obviously play a role in all of our experiences in Omega Phi Alpha. The leadership development program is based on our 6 core values. Let's see if you can name them. So they are friendship, leadership, sisterhood, leadership, service, diversity and inclusion, education, and traditions. And there is a workshop for each of the 6 core values. And within that workshop is about 10 different modules or activities that you do that relate to different aspects of that core value. And altogether, those 6 different workshops make up the leadership development program. It takes a dive into leadership as it relates to you as a person. So even if you are at a point in your life where you feel like you've had a lot of leadership experience, or it may not necessarily tie into the path that you're on, it can relate to you as a person, as a lifelong learner, a mentor, a member of an identity group, a colleague, a friend, a role model, a member of society at large, and a member of Omega Phi Alpha. So wherever you are in your life, the leadership development program can help you just become a more confident leader.
That's awesome. It's super exciting to me. So we have this program made up of modules. How would a member complete the program? Like, what all does it entail? Seems really interesting and very involved and cool. So I'm excited to hear about that.
It's very straightforward. So it's through OPA portal. Right now we have a self-paced program that is made of those 6 workshops that I mentioned. So there's 1 workshop for each of the core values. To complete a workshop, you have to do about 10 modules. You might read a blog that'll give you a new perspective on a leadership topic. You could watch a TED Talk or answer questions about your personal experiences. It's very intricate, and things are placed strategically so that you're not doing the same thing over and over again. There's always something new. The next time you turn a page, you never know what you're going to get. By June, exciting, we will have in-person and remote courses for the leadership development program as well. They share the same messages, so whether you do it online through OPA portal or you do it in person with your chapter or at convention, it's going to be the same material, so you're not going to be missing out if you decide to do the online version in lieu of the in-person version, if you're just so excited to get it done.
That's awesome. So each module is like really interactive, and like you get to kind of like leverage, your own like thinking and stuff. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this. This is super cool. So since it's self-paced, at least like the online version, right? How can you mentioned you can, do potentially in the future here, like in June, be able to, participate in the program with your chapter or complete it with your chapter or with another group. So how can, our members spend time with their chapter to complete the leadership development program?
That's a great question, Kasey. So the way that you can spend time with your chapter while doing this self-paced course is to have a facilitator. So we've created a facilitation guide that is on OPA portal under files, or you can just email leadership@omegaphialpha.org to get a copy of that, whichever one works best for you. That's fine, but you have a facilitator, and there is a list of questions that pertains to every single one of the modules. So if your chapter wants to do it week by week, for example, like to get it done throughout a semester, every second week of the month, you meet, you talk about the workshop that everyone completed over that month, and then the next month you have a different one. That is the theme. Or if you want to condense it so that you can get the whole thing like fit into into the semester before it gets kind of stressful, you can do that too. And if you aren't sure about the leadership development program, or it kind of seems like it's a lot happening all at once, you can also email leadership@omegaphialpha.org about a core values workshop. And that is a way to kind of get a little glimpse of the leadership development program.
Awesome. So yeah, there is a difference between that core values workshop that you just mentioned and the leadership development program as a whole, right? So what exactly is the core values workshop? I know it's something that we've heard, requests for here and there, and I think our chapters may be confused as to like how they work together, or are they separate? So what is the core values workshop?
So the core values workshop is something that you would want to complete before starting the leadership development program. And it's a mini version. So instead of 10 modules, it's one module or activity for each of the values. So you have your 6 core values, and for each of those, you'll have an introduction to the value, talk about what sisterhood means to you, talk about what diversity and inclusion means to your chapter, do an activity that pertains to it that has messages. I'm a big fan of team builders, so they do have also a team building aspect, because that's what is going to bring us together and help us learn more. And then once that activity is done, you do a little debrief, talk about how you feel personally about it, talk about how it can impact or change things about the chapter, and then that's about it. So it's a nice smaller version. And then if your chapter seems really into it, love the conversations that are happening, then you can choose to do the leadership development program as a chapter.
That's awesome. So like a little precursor, a little taste. That's great. Mm-hmm. So, we talked about this amazing program. What are some of the benefits, our members can get by completing the leadership development program?
First, you can use your time spent together to talk about ways to become a better leader in your professional lives and overcome obstacles that the chapter may be facing by having tough conversations. Like the core values workshop and the facilitation guide for the leadership development program allow for opportunities where you can have, say, 10 to 15 minutes where you're going to dedicate time to talking about a topic, whether it's before chapter or at the end of a chapter, or used as a bonding event. It can help you just open the door to conversations that may be difficult, but that need to happen, or different things that you want to think about to improve the chapter, because we should always be working on improving ourselves and improving the organization that we're in. Also, you can get experience in things that you haven't had. In the education workshop, you will learn a lot about networking, resumes, that professional stuff that might seem kind of scary, or it might feel too general when you get it at in the public through your school. And this is catered towards you being a member of the Greek community, you being a service-oriented person, kind of helping you shape how you see your career path. And additionally, on OPA portal, you can get an award added to your profile once you complete the leadership development program. It does have to be done all in one semester in order to get that award, or else it just resets at the end of December and at the end of June. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on the time when you're doing it. And if you feel like it's kind of too far in, like, hey, I want to get this started at the beginning of June, and then just make sure that you have it done by the end of June, or just wait until the next month to get it started, so that you have enough time, because it should be something that you enjoy doing and enjoy learning about new things to discuss.
Yeah, that's a great point. So, the leadership development program, like you said, it launches, kind of resets itself in January, like January 1st, and then July 1st. So you have 6 months to complete those 6 modules. That's a lot of time. I feel like you get a lot of like opportunity to, be able to complete all of the different activities that are part of the different modules and stuff. So that's awesome. One thing that we didn't necessarily cover here was alumni. Like, we've been talking a lot about chapters specifically. And we've talked about, the ability to do this self-paced, like individually online, but are there potentially options for alumni to be able to like come together and complete this in a group setting?
There absolutely is. So for the leadership development program, there is going to be an alumni version by the time that this video comes out. There will be an option for alumni to complete it through OPA portal that is more specific to alumni and those who may or may not be in alumni chapters, so more like career focused. And after that, there definitely will be opportunities for alumni to come together on remote calls. If you are interested in that, please email leadership@omegaphialpha.org, and we will get a group together, find a date that works, and we'll do the workshop all together. Additionally, if people have creative ideas, they are more than welcome to share them.
That's exciting. Awesome. So, final little plug. How do I get started? Like, if I'm going to go, I've decided January 1st, I'm going in there, I'm going to start my leadership development program. What do I have to do?
First, log on to OPA portal. Second, go under communications, then take courses and leadership development program. After you get there, just follow the instructions. Everything is very straightforward. You can kind of skip around and just do what you're feeling. Take a look through it and get it done.
Awesome. Anything else that you'd like to share before we sign off?
I want to thank everyone who has already completed the leadership development program. Snaps to you. We have a few friends who have completed it, and we're getting some really positive feedback. So thank you very much.
That is amazing. Kudos to all of you who have already completed it without it really being communicated. We're loving it. You're engaged. We love it. Well, Sarah, thanks so much for talking today about the Leadership Development Program, the Core Values Workshop. I'm super excited to see how our members take advantage of this wonderful learning opportunity that's there for them. And everybody, thanks for joining us today as we talk through this. And keep an eye on our YouTube channel for any additional episodes of What's the Buzz. Keep an eye on your inbox for our Chevron newsletter that, comes out mostly monthly. But it's been a pleasure talking to you guys today, and we will talk soon. Thank you.
Thank you.